Topic is all about neoliberalism. Neoliberalism is the 20th century surgence of 19th century ideas associated with economic liberalism and free market capitalism. It is generally associated with policy of economic liberalization including privatization, deregulation, globalization, free trade, austerity, and reduction in government spending in order to increase the role of private sector in the economy and in the society. English speakers have used the term neoliberalism since the start of 20th century with different meanings, but it came more prevalent in a current meaning of in 1970s and 1980s, used by scholars in a wide variety of social sciences as well as by critics.
Good day everyone, I am Roslyn Daloge and in this video, I will discuss to you all about the animated introduction to Robert Barth's mythologies and how he used semiotics to decode popular culture. Robert Barthes is a French theorist in 1915 to 1980 whose work discussed the sociology of signs, symbols, and collective representations, among other topics. In his book Mythologies, Barthes undertakes a semiotic commentary of popular cultural objects, well known in the French community, such as stick and chips, wrestling, and even soap powder and detergents. Unearthing the symbolic value of these objects in relation to their claim of universality. At times finding that some objects retain significations interrelated with the bourgeois and capitalist cultures. He resolves to call the cultural power of these objects myths. The object of the study in semiotics is not the science, but rather a general theory of signification, where the semiotician builds models of conditions of production and reception of meaning. Tagliarniforte shows us a great way of presenting Filipino culture as a result of dominant imagination in various and broader range of phenomena that characterize the contemporary Filipino culture of the country Philippines.
Good day everyone. So this is one of the topic of lesson 12, which is the Vita Activa by Hannah Arendt. So the human condition, first published in 1958, is Hannah Arendt's account of how human activities should be and have been understood throughout Western history. So the word Vita Activa means the active life, by distinguishing it from Vita Contemplativa or the contemplative life. She also distinguishes three sorts of activity, which is the labor, work, and action, and discusses how they have been affected by changes in the Western history. So the first subtopics in this Vita Activa is the human conditions. So this human conditions was first published in 1958 with Hannah Arendt's account of how human activities should be and have been understood throughout Western history. It also compasses the essentials of human existence. It includes the birth, growth, emotion, aspiration, conflict, and also the morality.
So this is the continuation of the Vita Activa by Hannah Arendt, which is explained or enumerate first by Arajin and Miss Arajin Mahinay. So the fourth one is the work. So unlike labor, it has a clearly defined beginning and the end. Work is part of three main categories in which Hannah Arendt stated or constituted. The process of work is determined by the categories of means and and it focuses on the raw materials and objects that obtain new products. So Arendt pointing out that thinking within ourselves primarily as workers that leads of instrumental reasoning that serves as a natural or a formal way to understand the conception as potential in which the causes comes from end to beginning. It will distinguish between in order to and for the sake of. Good examples about work giving importance to the durable objects and artworks because of having the greatest durability of all objects.